For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Right? So this is what I always refer to when I say the crafty counsel. All right? The enemies of God have made crafty counsel against his people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Why are they the hidden ones? Because in verse 4, it says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, right? So initially, all right, and you see this throughout history, but like specifically with like Haman, the Agagite, right, the Macedonian. He wanted to wipe out all of God's people, right? Wanted to wipe out all the Jews, right, that were in Persia, scattered throughout Persia, all right? And I say all God's people, but then I said the Jews. If he would have got the job done with the southern kingdom, he would have went after the northern kingdom after that, right? He would have, come up with some kind of lie to justify, same way that he did with Mordecai, would have come up with some kind of lie to justify taking out northern kingdom, right? But he wanted to start with the southern kingdom, right? He wanted to start with Mordecai's people, right? Which that didn't even happen. But once the heathen found out that they can't just exterminate God's people, right? Because they searched the Bible. They know Jeremiah 31, the Most High said he would never get rid of his people, all right? He said as long as there's sun, moon, and stars, his people's going to be here, all right? So they said, okay, well, we can't get rid of them. How do we cut them off from being a nation? Instead of just exterminating them, that's not going to work. What can we do? We can change their names. We can make them the hidden ones, as it says here. Right? We can hide the identity of God's people. We can subvert them to keep them in sin. All right? This is what, when it says Job 9 and 24, it says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Right? That's part of it. All right? Hey, we got to change the identity of these people. All right? The judges, hey, if we can't kill them, all right, which they tried to kill individual judges of the people. Anytime anybody rises up to be a leader of the people, they have to take them out. If they're trying to do it in righteousness, that is what they do. It's what they have done in America and Latin America specifically, but all over the world as well. All right. So if they can't kill them, we have to smear them. We have to change. We have to subvert who they are. We got to keep them in sin, right? And it said, if not, where and who is he?